I don't know if I'm okay. I don't see the light of day. Looking up to higher ground, thinking that'll be a sweet escape. These days gotta schedule the romance. They say that love is a slow dance. A short bike ride to the crib using no hands. Oh, did it feel like I'm floating? But I'm falling with both eyes closed when I let the world spin. Testing the water, she got my nerves tense. Back when I ain't even have a purpose, I was so eager to learn some things. Anxiety bring out the worst in me. Society paint me as enemy. My making it by that remedy. I'm more occasional, don't do it regularly. Backs under my eyes, weighing down heavily. Mama been worried, the devil allegedly deep in the plan. Subconsciously wanted it since I was 10. I thought I was sharp on my scroll and my pen think it did. So mama found she to them legs. She told me that's not who I am. But nowadays I put on for the fam, see you when I can. I'm surrounded by my feelings, I'm stuck on a Ferris wheel. I bet I perish with 140 acres. She want the horse and the carriage, a porcelain portion of garbage. I talk to the mirror, I know that life's not the fairest. I lost my can, I can't pay off the bills with the blessing. Not sure I relate to the Reddit page. It's feeling like money is everything. Money is everything. It's everything I need. Till I lay my eyes on you. I don't know what this is, yeah, but it feel like it's real, baby. I don't wanna pretend, no. I just wanna come clear, wanna see you again. I wanna see you again. I wanna see you.
Okay. Get focused, not doggy. Let's get focused.
Yeah, we're gonna get focused. We're gonna focus on tech tonight.
Is that what we're gonna focus on? Hey guys, okay, hit the spot. 10:06 in the building. We see
no
folks.
R&B music. No comedians. We're gonna focus on tech. That's what we're gonna focus on. It's been a very interesting week or day, shall we say?
Yeah, this is not the social impact of anything show. This is where we talk consumer technology on the lab. Tall boy, how you living, brother? You all right?
No, I'm good, man. I'm blessed to be here. It's another Wednesday.
Yep.
And I'll get a chance to hang out with my partner. All the way out there on the West Coast. I'll be out there soon.
Yes, sir.
Real soon.
I'm look, before we went online, I'm looking at Southwest to see if I can work something out. If the boss will let me sneak a ride out there and do some things right there. Oh, the comments is really.
I got 12 reasons, for you to come out.
Yeah. All right, we gonna try to get focused here. We see you, sir, in the building. Let's go ahead and talk about. We got some tech stories to go into. Everyone's doing their big pushes. We talked about this a couple of weeks ago as well, right? We said, Google, we talked about Apple, we talked about Microsoft and Facebook. Everyone's getting their gear out ahead of the holiday time. So guess who just released something else? Something that we all take advantage of. Amazon. Oh my gosh.
But hold up, I thought we had a week in tech. Aren't we gonna do that first?
Oh my gosh, I don't. You know what's throwing me off? No, hold on. You know what's throwing me off is these comments right here, because I know that there's a hidden message behind these comments right here, and they're trying to throw me off my game. But I got a good poker face, so I'm gonna stop with that. Old School Tuesday, turn up. How you living? Keep doing what you do. Priscilla's out there doing some big things with her show, so appreciate you jumping in and
she
joining
just had
us.
Selena Johnson, doing her thing.
Yeah,
and then we might get her to get an exclusive with the R.
She ain't getting him on the show. Look, because he's booked up for the next 25 years, so he ain't coming on the show. So
he might have hope. He said he's gonna appeal.
Well, he believes he can fly. I mean, we'll see what can happen.
But this is the time. This is the time. Okay. All right, let's focus, man. Your week in tech. I know you got some things.
I got some
On
things.
the
Yeah, no,
yeah,
no,
you got
no
some
doubt.
things.
I got
Okay.
I went and showed out a little bit this particular week. I don't know why, but I sure did open up the checkbook and I copped some new gear. Primarily because I've been looking at them for a little while, and one thing in particular I'm a fan of Ray-Ban sunglasses. I'm a fan of the Wayfarer design.
Hmm.
So Ray-Ban has partnered with Facebook. Yeah, one of my favorite companies, right? As much garbage as I talk about Mark Zuckerberg. But they came out with the Ray-Ban stories. And these actually allow you to take photo and video from the glasses. They're smart glasses that also integrate with your phone and integrate with your music platform. So your Spotify, your Apple Music, Pandora, whatever you're listening to. So you can actually listen to them through the ear area. So I'm loving it because I love the design. I'll
Hold up.
put
So the glasses
yeah
are they connected to the Bluetooth to your earbuds, or do they have Bluetooth enabled into the glasses at the tips?
yeah
Can
Bluetooth
you show that on the
enabled.
screen?
Yeah, Bluetooth enabled within the actual glasses themselves. So here's what the cameras look like right in front. Which ones did I got? I copped the black ones. Boom.
Now, are these prescription glasses as well, or are these just regular sunglasses?
They're regular sunglasses, but I could have put my prescription in them as well, but it would have been like another 300 or so bucks for the prescription. But no, they're just regular sunglasses, and it's very discreet in terms of the cameras that are on them. When you are filming or when you are taking a picture, there is a little light that pops on right there in that area right there, so folks know if they're being recorded or not. But again, I just am a huge fan. I've got multiple pairs of Ray-Ban Wayfarers. I
Hmm.
sat on my last ones last week, so that was my excuse for wanting to go out there and pick these up. I love them. I've only used them a couple of times because again I got them, but took pictures and able to post them immediately to social media, which I think
So
is
will
really
it
cool.
automatically allow you after you take the picture or do the video? Will it automatically upload to your Facebook
You
or
can do that.
Snapchat or
You can do that,
Instagram?
but they'll go to a application on your mobile device where you can edit them, put a description, put some more context around it, as opposed to it being just an automatically published. But I haven't tried live streaming. I wonder if you can do that. There was actually an update to the app that came out about an hour ago, so I haven't taken a look at what the specifics were. But that would be great. So think about when we go to Vegas in December and January for CES. I'm gonna be walking around with these
Checked
Ray-Ban
out,
stories with these glasses on, uh,
telling
fi-
the story.
filming while we're supposed to be paying attention to the message of the day. So it was a want, not a need, but yeah, I got them. I wanted them.
And they
Happy birthday
retail
to
for
me.
how much?
Well, see, they want to put all my business out there in the streets asking about the price. I got the standard size retail for $299.
Okay.
But again, it's got the technology built in. Regular Ray-Ban Wayfarers are 190, 150, something of that nature. But these when you step into kind of the technology and enable glasses, it's gonna cost you a little bit more. So
Okay.
yeah,
Well, that's what's up.
yeah,
That's what's up. I mean, I think that's cool because I mean, like I said, we're bringing in that Inspector Gadget.
yeah.
My man Nordine, what's up, Nordine?
Okay. I was about to put some Google Translate on them. What's up with you, man?
Yeah, we're
We
gonna have to do the
appreciate you.
Google Translate on Nordine and send that Arabic out there. But Nordine is a good guy all the way out there in Marrakesh. I stayed with his Airbnb out there in Marrakesh, and
Okay.
we had some issues, and Nordine made sure that we were okay while we were in the city, shall we say.
No
So Nordine
worries.
is all right, and he also set me up with the camel ride. So maybe
Oh man.
I'll find a picture somewhere
Yeah, you got
where
to
we
put
got
that
all that.
video out there somewhere, man. I bet that's
Yeah,
cool. Shouts out to Lisa Maria in the building. Yeah, I'm out here balling.
yeah,
I'm out here
yeah.
trying to do that
That's
thing.
James.
I'm out
Like I
here
said,
trying
I'm
to.
just trying to ball on a budget. James, I don't know, man. Like James is Ray banded out. Yeah, he good. You
I
know.
did pick up a couple other things. I know we were talking about it, but so I'll flashback
Well, go
to
ahead.
this
I don't
scene.
have anything. So what's the other thing you got? Because now
Well,
that'll be mine.
I needed some storage, some external storage capacity.
Okay.
So I went out and picked up a 10 terabyte external storage array.
10?
Yeah, needed 10 terabytes, brother. Because look, all the video
You
processing
don't
that
even
would,
do video like
I know,
that.
but I'm trying to get into it. I'm trying to get into it. But now I got 10 instead of the 2, 4, or 8. I got a gang of storage right now.
Okay. I'm working with the company, or I've been in talks with the company to where we can hopefully get them on the show and let them. And we actually did something with them at CES 2021.
Yeah.
I forgot the name of the company. Was it Crucial? It wasn't. Was it Crucial? No, it wasn't Crucial. What was the name of the
It may have been
company?
OWC. I know they were reaching out to you for some things, and OWC does a lot of components. They do drives, they do peripherals and accessories. So it may have been them. I can't remember though.
I'm waiting. Well, we're trying to see how we can get internal and external solid state drives, because I really want people,
Mm.
especially the DJs and content creators, to think about switching over to solid state drives. And I'll tell you straight up, I have a whole bunch of external hard drives
Hmm.
sitting over here that I've dropped. That's three, and they're talking about $700-800. That's somebody's mortgage.
Yeah.
Just to be able to pull the data off of these hard drives. So there's some companies or brands that these are hard drives, not solid state drives. And with the solid state drive, they don't have the disk that spins inside of them.
Yeah.
So you got a hard drive or you got a solid state drive with the 10 terabyte?
So I got the 7200 RPM actual hard drives, and I'm considering, to be honest with you, it clicks every now and then. Right, I hear the head spinning once in a while, and it can
Take
be
it back.
it
Take
could
it
be a
back
plan.
now.
Well, it's doing what it's supposed to do because it's actually a spinning drive. But I hear it, and when I'm trying to go live, I don't want to hear it. So I may actually pay the extra few nickels and go ahead and go with the SSD. So
Yeah.
I still got the box, and it's still within the time frame. I might be
So
back at the Apple Store.
content creators, just think about this. That's all I'm saying. He went out and bought a hard drive. There's nothing wrong with the hard drive, but if you drop it, you lose all that data.
Yeah.
Now with a solid state drive, they don't have that disk that spins. And like I said, I've been working trying to get a company to come on and talk about their solid state drives and why a solid state drive is more important. And hopefully we'll get them to jump in the fray and show us what they have going into 2022 and going into the holiday season. So
Yeah.
maybe you'll consider them because they came onto the show and they'll be willing to, tell you what they offer. So
Yeah.
we'll see what happens.
Yeah, this is the one that I got, the Lacey, the one big dock. So this is one I got. And I got it because it had Thunderbolt 3 connectivity, and I can
Okay.
daisy chain them, right? So I can get this one. It's 10 terabyte, and down the road I can add another one if I wanted to, and actually daisy chain them. So, but
Okay.
you're making sense, and I think I will actually take it back and go SSD. Even though, let's see, the 10 terabyte, the one I got was, yeah. That was what that was. But it's all.
Y'all see he balling. He balling. I'm trying to save y'all some money. So let's see if I can get the company on. Maybe we can cut this video up and send it to them, and then hopefully they'll be willing to jump onto the show sooner than later. As I told you guys before, it's time to start looking at Christmas now because of the shipping, and I think we talked about this last week, where if you are trying to get stuff now in stock, remember those chips that why you can't buy a car, why you can't get PlayStations, why you can't get cell phones, all of that is because that's stuck on a cargo ship. And so what do you think is about to happen in the next 2 months? It's now the end of September. We're going into October. So October, November, December. They just said something yesterday about how the Postal Service is going up on their pricing effective on Friday because of the holiday shopping season.
That's crazy.
So, and it does not affect international shipping, but it does affect domestic shipping. So the best thing to do is ask your family members now. If not, you'll be doing one of these. They'll be opening up an envelope and then it'll be in the mail. So that's the best thing I can tell you.
That is true.
Speaking of that, now we've spoke on your week in tech.
Yeah. Well,
That
hold on.
had nothing to,
No, let's
go ahead.
go. I know you want to move on, but I want to address some of the comments there. Stewart Video, you're exactly right, brother. Right, editing drive should be SSD. Storage can be spinning drive. So again, I'm still trying to figure if I keep this and just use this for my offline storage. But yeah, I'm starting to get more and more. Getting a little deeper into my Final Cut Pro and my video editing, so that definitely needs to be highest capacity, highest performant as well. And then we had a comment from Thad. Let's talk about this right here, man. Thad says,
the
interesting.
bikes.
You know that? Okay, maybe at
Yeah.
CES, e-mobility experience. Let's talk about that.
Thad, tell them real briefly in the comments so we can put it on what you do, your website. I met Thad in New York at TechCrunch, and
Okay.
he's an Atlanta-based native, and he has been trying to get e-bikes, I want to say,
Right.
biking lock systems. So
Okay.
basically, you're riding your bike,
Yeah.
and it locks it locks the bike to where you don't have to worry about someone breaking the chain or stealing your bike. And basically, he's trying to put it into storefronts or colleges or just in the city. But I may be wrong. He'll tell us real briefly. Maybe we can get Thad to jump on the show, tell us a little bit what he has. And yeah, Thad is a good friend of mine, and
I love that.
met him at TechCrunch. And did I freeze?
No, you did. But I said I love that. I love the fact because I'm actually looking at getting an e-bike for my wife, and it's crazy that because we talked about this last week about those 90+ cargo ships that are sitting in the LA harbor. So, not a good thing for that. There was one more comment that I wanted to make sure that we didn't. I already said what's up to the man, the myth, the legend.
Oh, Sammy.
We can't have a show. Without making sure that we acknowledge the man
superstar.
Yeah. Hit the Spot is saying that they're looking for some product from Fledging. Okay. She putting them out there on blast like that. So I also
we need to call Ethan up real quick. Like Ethan, like we need that spruce. Like come on, mine still got the plastic on it and everything. Like Ethan, it's right here.
Wow.
So Ethan, please don't make the Hit the Spot 1006
don't
burn
do
the
it.
food.
Don't get it. Yeah.
Please don't make her burn the food.
Don't get in trouble at home. Matt, says we love the lab. Appreciate you, man, for jumping in and joining us and engaging with us.
Matt McCarthy is out of Kentucky, if I'm correct, and they have God, I cannot think of their website. Live stream. They do live streaming, but with boxing and high school football, if I'm correct. Professional streaming, and livesportscaster.com. I think that's them. So check out their programming of what they do over there.
All right. Digital Growth Hacks Club. You better say something. You better give them their flowers.
He said, "You're not gonna holler at me, tall boy. What's going on, brother? You doing all right? I hope all is well. I appreciate y'all checking us out. That's what's up.
Yeah, don't get in trouble, man. You got to acknowledge the community and acknowledge the folks that are out there. All right, brother.
You forgot one other person, Gregarious.
Oh no, I'm always talking to Greg. Greg is coming on my show. Hopefully, I got booted off of the schedule for somebody else. Somebody more important. But hopefully, he's still gonna come on my show, and we're gonna talk about some cryptocurrency and maybe even do an offering for some people. But that's my guy there, right? Too. Appreciate you, G.
Gotcha. Okay. Now people they want to make some money. So for the ones who are watching and has never watched right now, James has a thing where he calls it the Stash Stock Party. And tonight's product offering is Starbucks. So if you drink or buy anything from Starbucks, why not jump in on Stash? And if you're not familiar with it, there's a link. You'll get $20 automatically for free, and you get a piece of Starbucks stock as well. So I'm gonna help you. You don't even have to say it. I got you lined up.
No, you saying it because I was a little disgruntled for a little while because we looked at the metrics of how many people actually use my link, and the number is unfortunately too low. I would really wish folks would take advantage. maybe you're already using something like Stash or Acorn or whatever, and you already got your financial stability in place. But I was a little disappointed that there weren't enough people that actually took advantage of Stash. And I was going to stop the segment, but it's all good.
No, I mean, no, you got to keep pushing, man. Just like this show. I mean, I remember we only had one or two people hit the spot, Sammy Cool and Lisa Marie that was watching, and today
Yeah.
we got some people watching. I
Okay.
mean, we only had three people, but we keep going every week, and
You're
since
right.
we keep going,
Yes.
guess what happens? We got 13 people watching right now, so
All
we
right.
appreciate those 13. So
All
you got to
right.
keep you going, you know.
All right. Keep me focused. And Matt's talking about he's already got his drink, the large caramel iced latte. Okay. See,
But
I'm a
go ahead
almond
and get the
milk latte.
stash stock
Yeah.
tonight.
So you can own some of
Then
the
you
company.
own a piece of Starbucks, and then that way, every time you make a purchase, you know that you're making money for yourself.
Love
And
it.
when your friends buy it, but just use James' link. James, put your link back up there. Just put your link.
Yeah, I would appreciate that right there.
Yeah, just use James's link so he could feel special. I didn't create a tall boy link or anything like that. I just created. I let James just do his thing because
You just
he was
buying the
telling me.
stock on you just buying the stock
Yeah,
yourself behind the scenes.
yeah.
Matt Haas, we see you in the building. How are you, sir? Good to have you here. We appreciate you for joining the festivities today. We don't know what we're doing, but we're talking about technology today, right? We're talking about consumer
Mm-hmm.
technology.
Mm-hmm. There we go.
Brother, all right, now we can get into the stories again. You got to get me right. Look, this is my third stream today, so bear with me
I got you.
if I'm a little disheveled, but
Well, got you.
I love doing it. I started
You got the
hinting
counter, right?
to Amazon. I started
Mm-hmm.
hinting to what they were doing, and they don't hold back. Right. When it comes to launching products, when it comes to launching services, they are that 800-pound gorilla. And Amazon came out and said we're going to launch and announce everything under the sun. We got some new products as well, kind of interesting. Give me your high level overview of what you see on the screen, and then we'll dive a little bit deeper into some of the products as well. What are your thoughts on the Amazon announcements?
Okay, so first, let me be first one to admit I did not watch it. For the ones who do understand what's going on, 2 weeks ago, Apple had their event. Last week, Microsoft had their event, and then this week, Amazon had their event.
Yeah.
So I really thought that this was going to be like another Amazon Prime Day, not understanding what it really meant. But
Hmm.
I did read the article, and they had a few things that, few product offerings that they're trying to release, and that they're going to be doing a heavy push
Hmm.
during the holiday season. And I believe that Amazon Glow, if I'm correct, you
Right.
can hang on the wall. It's kind of like an Amazon Echo, but I guess you can do video and, um, same things that an Echo will do, but you can hang it on like a wall clock or as a decorative, item or something like that. And then you can also do video calls with it as well. So I think the pricing is around 250,
Yeah.
275, somewhere in that
250.
area. Well, it's 250 is on the screen, 249.99. So that's something. And then I also saw something about, what was it with the kids? Something with the kids that they can have
Well, the
some.
Glow was actually targeted more towards the youth as well, right? Just as an interactive projector and video calling type of capability, but I can see that being used, right? Kids and folks are learning from home, homeschool or whatever the case may be. This could be something to get you off of the regular TV and what are the kids watching now? They're not watching SpongeBob anymore. I don't know, but this could be something to let them be more productive and learn.
Watching Blippy.
Is that what they watching now? I
Yeah,
don't know. I
watching
think
Blippy. Blippy is one of the highest YouTube earners out there. He's in the top 5 or the top 10.
okay.
So just if you look up top 10 YouTubers, you'll see Blippy's name.
Need
Him
to,
and Ryan's World. So that's all I'll tell you. Who else? They also, and I know I'm jumping around here a little bit, but they also had the one thing that caught my eye, which was the always home cam drone. So basically, this drone flies around the house while you're not at home. And if you want to look at your stove, look at the refrigerator, look at the door, the windows, you can program it to go to certain spots. So it's literally like a flying airplane in the house going around. Now um, you have to, what's the word I'm looking for? You have to pre-order it, or I think there's an invite. You have to request an invite for this particular product, but it goes for $249 as well. But while you're not at home, it will fly around the house and make sure that your house is okay or secure. And then I guess it will alert you if you're not at home, if something is out of whack or something goes wrong. So I
Bro,
thought that was pretty cool, even though I'm not an Alexa person and I don't want those connected devices in my home. I thought it would be pretty nice to say, if you had a large mansion like James out there on the
watch
West
it now.
Coast,
Watch it now.
you
Don't
know,
put me out there like that.
he could have it go upstairs, have it come downstairs. If his son tries to sneak out the house,
Yeah.
he got him set up to where it's like, nope, got you, buddy.
Now you're
So,
talking. Now you're talking. But think about it. This is we're starting. I don't know. I don't know about this. I know a little bit better about some of the other products that they released, but this really seems to be a reached effort by Amazon to try to do too much. I don't know if I could be, if we ever get back, when we ever do get back to the point where we're working remotely, we're working at the office, where I need to be instead of having stationary cameras in the house, watching different rooms, I need to have an actual drone that flies from my office upstairs to make sure I turned off the iron, then fly back. Okay. Very cool. Love technology. And I love the fact that it's out there and it's coming. But it's definitely going to be for someone, in my opinion, in my mind. Folks say in the comments, but this is definitely a larger spread of an established, right? It's not going to be for folks in the studio, in a 1-bedroom, in a 2-bedroom, in a flat, or whatever the case may be. If you got 3, 4, 5,000 square feet, then I can see you using this to try to find where your shoes are or where your stuff is. But I'm not impressed. I'm sorry. I'm not impressed.
well, I'm reading the article, and it's saying the camera only records in flight and it makes an audible noise. It is designed for use on a single floor and it can't navigate stairs. So that is kind of a turnoff. And the battery life is short, which is only 5 minutes. So $250 for something like this, even though it sounds cool, you have to make that battery life a little bit longer.
Mm-hmm.
And it's got to be able to do more than just one floor.
Yeah. I mean, like Matt is saying right here, first it's drones and it's walking full-size humanoid automations. Enter Elon Musk and his Tesla droid, human droid, right? But again, it's fantastic that we have this technology, in my opinion, right? That we have this technology available to the consumer today, that we've gone just to the door of the Jetsons, right? We've gone just to the door of having Rosie actually at the house, and I think it's very cool. And the pricing for what they're offering, $250. Look, that's doable, right? For this type of a technology, which will continue to evolve and get better as well. But yeah, that's a little different. I'm not
What do you think of
personally
the Ring doorbells?
Well, I have a Ring doorbell, so I think that's a fantastic piece of technology, right? I have that, and I've got the Ring doorbell out front, got the Ring camera in the backyard, and I have cameras in the garage as well. So and they all integrate with the Ring application, so I can see and get motion detection when someone comes near the house. I can talk to them remotely as well, and we've taken advantage of that functionality. So that really is sound stuff right there. Just the whole Ring environment and ecosystem, how it works together and integrates even with like Apple Home, or what is the Google Home, your home security aspects as well. So that stuff is good stuff. I really like that, and hopefully that they will continue to evolve that. Like Stuart Video is saying, though, yeah, version 1, no thanks. Maybe I'll go with the next one. But yeah, right now, put it out there, let us see it, and then come back to us next year with something else. Kind of like your boy Astro right here. Talk about
That's your
Astro.
thing. Go ahead, tell them about it. Tell them that's your thing.
I don't know. Lisa Maria likes it.
$1,000. I don't think that I'm gonna have $1,000 Astro rolling around my house that has a
This is
camera.
Rosie. This is Rosie.
Yeah, it is Rosie, but we seen something better than that at CES earlier this year when the guy had something for seniors and it was a walking. So we've seen better. So, but I think the pricing was a little bit more than
Yes.
$1,000.
Yeah.
But I mean, this does not do anything compared to what we saw earlier this year.
True. True.
The new home robot, from my understanding, um, it's a home assistant. Costs $1,000. It's available on day one. Um, It can do a variety of things, such as map out your floor plan, obey commands to go to a specific room. It can recognize faces and deliver items to a specific person.
So cute.
It can play music and show you the weather and answer questions like any Echo or smart display. I don't need that for $1,000. I'm sorry, I just don't.
Yeah.
And it's the
No
first
one
cut,
no one needs
and
this.
it's the first cut
Yeah.
of the home assistant. So you'll see some celebrity with this around the holidays, and they'll be saying that this is what they got. And believe me, y'all will be saying I got to have one of these too. But I just don't think that this is really worth. The first generation is not going to be worth it. That's just that's my thoughts. It's not a vacuum cleaner, so it can't
Yeah.
vacuum anything.
Yeah,
So
bring some utility to the house, right? Do something. Go cut the grass or something, or
but you can
vacuum.
probably get, I wonder if it can just go in the, well, it can't open up the refrigerator. So, I mean, maybe it could pick up some papers on the table and bring them to you or something like that. But that's about it.
Yeah, because I even wonder about this, right? It's showing the Astro can bring you a snack, but someone's got to put the snack in the Astro. You know what I'm saying?
That's what you got your kids.
I don't know, folks. Again,
Remember how your
$1,000.
parents used to tell you, Papa James is on. How many times, Papa James, I know you watching, Papa James, how many times have you had James come in and change the remote with the with the
Right
with the pliers?
now you getting
You
all in
know,
my business.
yeah. How many
Okay.
times did you say James come in and change? And if he missed the channel, he had to go back and hit
Had to flip it all the way back. The
Now this
old
is just,
UHF, VHF days, right? Okay,
yeah.
yeah.
So that's it. That's all. All right, man. They had a Fitbit, and what else did they have? Because I mean, this is pretty cool. We'll have the links in the description so
Yeah.
you can check it out, and see what all of the product offerings that they had. But those are the ones that pretty much stood out for both of us, or at least for me. They had we talked about, the Glow, the Fitbit. And then they have a Hey Disney virtual assistant built in Alexa, and then they have the smart thermostat,
Hmm.
and I think they have a Ring alarm and a Ring security system with an Eero. Not sure what an Eero is, but if you do, feel free to jump in. But yeah,
Eero, is
that's
that the mesh network that you're talking about? I'm not, again, I just like you, and I negligent in the fact that I didn't watch the event because, again, I didn't think it was going to be much of anything. It's a new direction for Amazon with some new products. It's an extension of some of the existing products as well, but I think it's a far reach right now. I would have rather seen this Astro, and I would have rather seen some of that other stuff in January when we go to Vegas, because that's where I just don't know if anyone's going to get this. Again, this is my humble opinion. If this is going to be under the Christmas tree for $1,000, something that's going to bring me some snacks and not do much of anything else.
Can I pose this question to you?
Yep.
Do you think that these events will now be the new thing to do as opposed to going to CES?
What events?
The Samsung event, the Microsoft event, the Apple event, now the Amazon event.
No, I don't think so, because you still need to have the context of being there and having we work, and you know this, I'm talking to the choir here, right? We work when we're there. We actually have the conversations with the marketing folks, with the technology folks, with the people behind the scenes, and ask them the who, what, why, and how of the products and services that they're launching. So for the industry and for the analysts, something like a CES matters and makes sense. Now, maybe those that are events that are open more to the consumer and to the general public, those may be scaled back and just do a YouTube premiere or something on the company's Facebook page or something like that, because they can reach more eyes at the same time. But there is something to be said for having industry analysts and insiders going and talking to the folks behind the scenes, because then we can come back and disseminate that information just like we're doing here on the lab, right? Kind of breaking it down. So
Yeah, but they could pretty much invite people. I mean, the only good thing about CES, and this is no knock against CES,
yeah, don't knock it because I done already bought my tickets.
yeah, everybody has come. Everybody comes from all over the world and they land into Las Vegas, and they say, all right, whether you're a small tech product or you're a huge tech product or company, um, these are all of our product offerings for the year. But if COVID keeps getting worse, then and like they canceled NAB
Yeah, man.
for next week.
Yeah.
So all the product offerings that are for cameras and what you're going to use for live streaming, we won't even get a chance to see some of the smaller companies. And if we don't know the big name companies, like look at somebody like a company like Thad.
Yeah.
Thad has this bike lock system, and if he's not at CES, we don't even know that he exists unless you're a friend of his, if you're in that tech circle, right?
Right.
But somebody like a Samsung, Apple, Amazon, if they keep doing this and they say that they're willing to pull out, then some people are kind of be deterred from wanting to even go to the CES. That's all I'm saying.
No, you make sense. I mean, I think it's a positive argument either way, but hopefully, kind of like the Digital Growth Hacks Club said, this is only kind of a temporary adjustment, and we will eventually get back to something that is similar to what we did prior to, and and get in front of folks. So that is definitely liking what you said. So and I agree completely as well. But don't mess with CES, brother. I already booked I already booked my hotel, my flight, and I'm telling everyone who goes to CES that we know I'm paying for dinner. So I'm comping everybody for food. That's right. Just to have everyone there. I'm hooking everybody up.
In 2 years. So I mean, this is only warranted. Okay.
Robert Lee,
That was just my thoughts. Speaking of, and I don't know which direction that we're going in, but you want to switch topics real quick?
Yeah, let's go talk about old school shopping. Old school shopping and what's changing with old school shopping. Walmart has said they are going to do away with layaway. Man, everything is going away. First it was the Mervyn's was gone, then Kmart was gone. Now Walmart is saying,
Circuit City.
Man, everybody, Circuit City, CompUSA, now Walmart is saying, look, y'all are coming in here in March and you're putting something on layaway and you're not making any payments on it until November when you want to take it out for Christmas time. We can't do that. So what they're doing
is hiding the product from the kids because they don't have no place to put it. That's what it is.
That's the reason behind. I mean, true, folks were staggering the payment out for big ticket items like a television, right? A couple $1,000s more. You want to stagger that out for as much as you can, if you can possibly. But what they're doing is really symbolic of what a lot of the other retail organizations and chains are doing, right? Doing the buy now, pay later, or pay at a more finite period of time. The quad pays or the after pays, the affirms, where you make one payment every 2 weeks, or you pay for it 4 times, or you pay for it over 2 weeks. I've used those as well, and they work fantastic. But the challenge,
that's if you can afford it.
Well, I'm gonna say the challenge to that though is Walmart moving away from layaway and going into these buy now, pay later programs. They're actually going to be charging customers interest, so that is something a little bit different than the afterpays and the affirms and the quad pays are doing. So, I don't know. I think this is going to hit folks a little different way, to be honest with you.
So here's my thing: So Affirm is the company that's taking this over.
Oh, snap. I didn't even realize that. I mentioned Affirm.
Affirm is taking this over, and they said Affirm does not charge any hidden fees or late fees using its services. Customers can have an APR rate on purchases of 10 to 30% depending on their credit, and 0% for select promotional items on Walmart.com. So basically, they're trying to promote online shopping, number one. Number two, I mean, it's almost kind of like Home Shopping Network or QVC now. It's if I go into the store, I'm going to have to pay more. So I don't know if that's a good deal. Now I do like the we're going to split it up over 4 payments, but you have to pay a little bit more because you're not able to afford it. And I guess this is a firm's way of making some money off of the deal. So if you find it for $49.99, you end up paying $69.99 because you had to pay that interest
Yeah.
rate,
Yeah.
if that makes any sense. And they're saying that the service can be used on purchases ranging from $144 to $2,000. And it excludes items such as alcohol, groceries, food, personal care products, and pet supplies.
I-
So I don't know why you would put any of those products
yeah.
on
Why you
layaway
gonna put your
anyway.
bottle of scotch and you gonna try to pay for that in payments? Look, you better
Baby's
have your.
diapers.
But you got
I
to
don't
put
know,
that out
man.
there because I'm sure someone would try to do it. But and I wonder where they got the 144 from. That's just
Yeah.
an interesting number as well. So, but
Um, you have 3 to 24 months to pay for this. So, in a way, it's good, but in a way, it's bad. And for the ones who are accustomed to layaway, you got to remember celebrities would go into certain neighborhoods and they would just say, hey, you know what? I'm paying for everybody's layaway. Tyler Perry has done it,
yeah,
T.I. has done it,
yeah,
other celebrities have done it in respective cities. But now you're looking at it as how can someone pay your bill if they don't even know that there's a layaway plan. So how do we know? So that's something
yeah.
that you also
I
have to
mean
look at as well.
that's interesting that you put that up because and you think about that right the philanthropic piece right there. Someone like a Tyler Perry who's gone in and wiped everyone's debt clear from the stores right before holiday time, but. These programs work, and I've used a firm. What did
Affirm or
I
layaway?
so a firm. So I used a firm. A firm was actually tied to Peloton as well. So when I bought my Peloton bike, and that was $2,500. That was my first COVID purchase. 11:30 at night I was sitting here with a glass of scotch, and next thing you know, I bought a Peloton bike for $2,500. I didn't want to pay for the whole thing, so I put it through a firm, but I qualified for the 0% uh, promotion. So that was awesome. So I just paid for it over time and just paid for it in increments. It was listed as a hard hit on my credit report, so that's something for folks to be aware of as well. So it actually showed as a hard, and I hate hard hits on my credit. Good Lord, that's one of the worst things in the world to me. But you know, so be aware of that. If you use a firm and you use this buy now pay later service from Walmart through a firm, that will be listed as a hard inquiry on your credit. So that's probably, now that I'm thinking about it out loud, that's probably where the 0, the 10, the 30% interest rate is going to come in, looking at what your credit score is. So it works, man. Again, large ticket items, not wanting to pay for them all up front right away. It just makes sense. Again, I've used Quad Pay, I've used Affirm, I've used Afterpay before as well. The old boy has logged off. He's having some internet issues, but hopefully he'll be back soon. But put in the comments, folks. Tell me and tell us if you've used any of these services yourself as well. Again, I think this just is an evolution of what Walmart is trying to do to remain competitive. They've got to do something to maintain people's interests as it comes to buying these large ticket items, buying television sets, buying those big smokers and grills at the stores. So they've got to do what they got to do, right? But he is sending me text messages. Let me see what he is saying in the text messages. Yeah, Atlanta Wi-Fi has failed for the young man. Nope, I like layaway and envelopes. Oh my goodness, no, the dreaded blue screen of death for tall boy there. Oh, that is never any good, and his laptop is rebooting. You can't blame that on eCam. He can't blame that. I won't even blame that on his Wi-Fi connection. That is a Windows issue right there. So that's unfortunate. Anybody want to come on and be a co-host with me for a little while? while he's doing that, he's at 85% complete of the rebuild, and folks who have gone through the dreaded blue screen of death on Windows know that that doesn't mean anything. It can still be about 45 minutes before he come on. Let me see. Stewart is talking about, I was thinking of adding pay later option for my business. Which one in particular, right? Again, because I think there are requirements and issues with each service. Again, the affirms, the afterpay, quad pay. I know PayPal is offering some opportunities as well for this type of thing, and I know they charge you probably some fees for utilizing that service. So I'd be interested to know what you're looking to use for your business itself out there, Stuart. That is talking about always buy off-season store in the attic. You know, you can do that as well too, but as these products and service roll out, and unfortunately, as these tools and products roll out and they're costing more, having the ability to maybe say, you know what, I don't want to pay this $1,500 right now. I want the item, but I can afford to stretch it out as well, right? I would rather not pay the money all up front. And if it's not going to be a negative hit on me, if it's just going to be an inquiry, if I can get it with a very low interest rate, why not? Why not? Dog boy, how you doing, bud? You back? That never fun getting that blue screen to death there, man.
Oh man, I don't even know how it happened, but it happened. So
Well,
we're back.
yesterday Mercury was in retrograde, so maybe you're still having some issues from that. So, and I
Very
don't
fun.
even know what that means. I just heard a lot of folks talking about the planets weren't aligned the right way. So I went through some comments while you were gone. Lisa Maria's talking about buy when you see it. If you know they like and save for birthday or Christmas. I grew up doing that. There you go.
Yeah.
Okay, that's
Well, here, like you mentioned this earlier, and you were saying that a firm is checking your credit.
yeah.
So, I mean, my question is, they targeting a certain demo because certain people wait to
Mm,
the last minute? I mean, that's something that we have to think about as well. So, we do know that Walmart is making some type of. They've been making changes, such as increasing the minimum wage. So that might be a situation where, hey, we need to get this money in house.
yeah.
They have the employee bonus program, and they also have ghost kitchens. So
Yeah.
who knows what their reasoning behind all of this is all about, of why they are going away with layaway. Maybe it's just that was what it was back in the 70s, 80s, 90s, and then now it's just time for us to just get with the new trends. And I do think that I think that they should keep the layaway available, but then also, roll out a firm and over a course of 3 to 5 years where people start to get the habit of it. But for you to just say, I'm only going to use, just keep layaway only available for jewelry purchases,
Mm,
I don't
hmm.
think that that's really fair to the average consumer that probably would use the service.
It makes sense. Makes sense. Well, I've got an inside source at Walmart. My mom works there, so I will hit her up and ask her, what's really going on. Because uh, Digital Glow was asking, was acknowledging your statement, right? Who are they targeting with this type of activity? So I would definitely check into that. Digital Globe is also asking, payment plans are as an option or a great idea, especially when it comes to digital services like SEO for small businesses. Always opportunities, always options for utilizing this new technology and this new capabilities. So yeah, who knows how this is going to work out? I'll see what I can find out behind the scenes of what Walmart is doing, and see if we could find some information out. Hit the spot 1006 is saying there's always Amazon. There's always Amazon.
Well, and this is not trying to be funny at all, but I mean, Amazon has really just taken over. Has taken over. So I mean, just put it. Let's just call it what it is. They have taken over,
Yeah.
and Walmart will be competing just like any other big box retailer. When I was in college, urban sprawl was the big word or
Mm,
the big phrase that everybody used, and
hmm.
now Amazon and everything going digital 20 years later is now the new thing. So it's get with the program. So maybe them going digital with a firm, maybe this might be their reasoning behind it.
Tell it like it is, brother. I see you doing some things behind the scenes there. You working on some overlays and some assets. You getting your studio dialed in there back there? Okay.
No, I lost everything, so everything went back to
Mm.
to the default. So I was trying to just get me set up real quick.
All
So
right, all right. I won't call you out there. I won't put you out there like that again. Let's keep moving. Great conversation. I think this is a relevant conversation, especially we're knocking on October, right? We're knocking on holiday shopping time, so I'm already seeing.
get your purchases early, or you will be giving out.
Bruh, this is the truth, right? Get the purchases early, or you're gonna be giving out gift cards and gift certificates. We've already mentioned last week. We mentioned it this week, and someone mentioned in the comments about all those freighters that are sitting in the ports of Southern California. That's got all your goods and services on them, that what you're trying to get a hold of. So, look, hit the spot. Talk about it. It's her birthday. Look, my birthday is in October too. 28th, October 28th, y'all. Shouts out to the Scorpios.
October was a bad month.
we Scorpios are expensive. So yeah, I'm just letting you know. Let's move on, brother. Yeah. Let's move on.
CTA.
You want to get into that? Okay, go.
Hey everybody. James didn't want to do it this week, but I will. It's the labtechshow.live, where you can check out all of our shows, be interactive. You can also learn and see what's going on in the tech community, because we're breaking it down, plain and simple. Check us out on YouTube, Facebook, and Instagram, the Lab Tech Show.
Wow. Man, hold on one second. Let me go ahead.
Oh, you want to do it like that?
We on TikTok too.
Everybody, get your adult beverages. That was his. He had the brown.
Yeah.
I got mine. I can't tell you my favorite flavor because they don't pay me for that. So just know that it's this. And when they start paying, then we can start showing the favorite flavor. Okay.
I swear we need to get a spot sponsored by Minute Maid. That would be so cool.
I drink it faithfully. It's better than scotch. I'm coherent at the end of the show.
That's true. I'm gonna be on the floor after I get through chopping up all these videos that I did today, and I might not even make it upstairs again. So we won't get into that though. We won't get into that.
Okay.
Let's talk about something here. We've been talking about robots a lot. We've been talking about new technology. You brought this story to our attention. Why your next coworker could be a bot. Man, this makes me nervous, but go into it, brother. Talk to us about why this story grabbed your attention, and then let's have a little round table discussion about it. He fell off again. There you go. Go ahead. I'm gonna go ahead and give it to you.
So for the ones who are not familiar, have you ever been on a website and when you a pop-up comes up on the screen and then they say, how can we help you today? That's considered a chat bot. And you tell them, you type in the messaging or whatever it may be, and whatever it may be, they try to give you some suggestions, shall we say, and you click on the respective one and it points you in the direction. And so those are considered chat bots. And now, because of COVID, there could be a time where your coworker, if you're working a job in the medical field, customer service field, you're an entrepreneur, you may not be able to afford payroll, and not knocking any of that. It's just, this could be just a more cost-effective way. You can hire or create a chat bot. Some of these are free. Some of these have like a paid monthly service. But basically just trying to give people a better customer service experience. So basically, technology is just being disruptive, and they're saying that they want to come into the workforce. So now, some people, you got to think, you got automation with the grocery stores now. But now, what about people who are at doctor's offices and you want to make an appointment? It could be a little bit easier because you can go through a chat bot as opposed to waiting online or listening to that music. What do they call that? The filler music. Yeah. filler
Muzak.
music
Mm-hmm.
that's going on. So, but why would they do it? And a lot of it is it has 24/7 availability. You have improved outcomes. They can handle high volumes. So and move at greater speed. So if you have 20 people, you can have that chatbot pop up at one time, and next thing you know, they can take care of 20 people as opposed to that one person, and you're being put on hold. And then also an anonym. I can never get this word right. An anonymity, and I don't know if I'm saying that right.
Anonymity. Say, yeah.
Anonymity. There it is.
Anonymity. Yeah.
Yeah, anonymity. All right, there we go. Yeah, we're gonna put that in the caption in this promo because I can never get it right. But basically, you might have sensitive topics that you don't want to talk about, but the chatbot, who is it going to talk back to?
Mm.
So you can say whatever that issue is, and
The
you won't
chatbot
feel
won't
like
talk
that.
back.
Yeah, what they say, get you some product that don't talk back. You don't have to deal with bad attitudes. You got to deal with, you know what, I don't feel like coming into work. I'm taking my 15-minute break. It's automated. So, I mean, these are all reasons why chatbots could be the new, could be your coworker.
Yeah.
So you could be the one after you typed in all the information as the customer. Now, after everything has been pointed in the right direction, and they kind of do it right now when you call your cell phone provider or you call call your internet service provider, and then they say, "Well, tell us why are you calling the insurance
Mm-hmm.
company?" And it's voice automated, and it gets on your nerves. But what
Yeah.
if you're typing it in, and then it points you into the right direction, and then they get you with the right customer care team as opposed to please hold, and then you have to repeat that story another time. Next thing you know, you've been placed on hold and been transferred 3 or 4 times, and now you're frustrated. So,
No, look. We make jokes about it, but you really do. This does matter because that's a real concern, I believe, right? By having something automated, maybe computer algorithm to do that frontline customer engagement as
mhm.
opposed to a real person, you take all the emotion out of it. You just get to the facts, press one, press two, go to this menu, this is what you need to do. And you can probably be more efficient. I don't want to say necessarily productive, but you can probably be more efficient with a higher majority of those initial calls coming in for customer support, customer requests, inquiries, and things like that. So probably also more cost effective for organization to bring in something like this. So again, we may be joking, but like Lisa Marie is saying, trying to take my job. This could be something again that an organization may look at and say, I could save X number of dollars here on my expenses as an organization overall by bringing in some automation, and can move either people to other positions, more strategic positions, or
A more
reduce
specialized area.
reduce workforce. So, I mean,
Mhm.
that's another side of the conversation. But this is something that we knew was coming. We see it coming with AI, artificial intelligence, with ML, machine learning, with DL, deep learning, all of those types of things. We've been using chatbots and tools like that in website development and website design for a long time. Every time, like you log on to infotainmentnews.net, on my site, there's a chatbot that pops up that says, "Welcome to the site." Put your name and email in if you have a question. So we've been doing that for a long time in web development, but now the algorithms and the
Coming
requests,
to the public service.
it's coming home now. Right now it's coming to everything that we do. It's not just picking up the phone and dialing in the 1-800 number for support. It's you go to the target.com website and you want to talk to someone about an order that you have. 7 times out of 10, you may not be talking to an actual person. You may be talking to a bot.
Yeah.
So
So here's my question to you or to the people that's listening and watching. Do you think it's time for more entrepreneurship and you finding your own thing? Because remember, these companies owe us nothing. And if the company
wow.
president or the company CEO says, or the company board says, you know what, we only want people in specialized fields, we're going to go away from our customer service reps or technicians, is it time for you to have your own have your own thing to where you can say you control your money as opposed to you waiting on somebody else.
Good point. Good point. I mean, only time will tell, but that time is short because I think these are rolling out fast and furious. And as we, as consumers of technology, consumers and users of technology feed into the system and feed into the various algorithms, they're knowing more and more about who we are and what it is that we do. So they know that you are you before you type any information in because of your web searches, because of your shopping history and the things that you do online. So they can already put together a framework of, you know what, Tallboy's on that, probably on the other end of this inquiry. He lives here. I know he shops and eats there, so he may be asking about this. So imagine that they actually preface a question to you before you even type something in. That's not science fiction. That's actually the technology and the whereabouts and the know about is actually here today. But imagine how spooky that could be, right? If you logged into something and they knew it was you before you even said, "Hey, this is me on the other end." So
Yeah. Just keep in mind, public service is coming. I
mhm.
mean, like you said, people who have websites already, I just purchased or I just looked into a software called Consulto, and it allows for booking,
Mm.
to be able to have a service, a consultation with me. So I'm having my website being redesigned, and Consulto, it's similar to a chatbot, and I'm looking into that and saying, how can I be more effective? But I can also have or set my scheduling to where I'm available to tell you, or let's have a consultation about the live streaming services that I offer. So instead of me hiring somebody, I just got a chatbot. No different from you with Hicks New Media.
Yeah, that's true.
No different from you with what you have on your website.
Hmm.
So, but we're trying to find cost-effective ways as the business owner to be able to where we can keep more coins in our pocket, as opposed to, just saying, how do I spread myself thin? I can't be like MC Hammer and take care of the whole neighborhood. It
Yeah,
is what it is.
unfortunately, look at Hammer now. But I like what you said because literally the person that I had that I was interviewing earlier this afternoon, Zoe Berghoff, was talking about automate as much of your processes as you can, right? Because that's
Mm.
really the only way that you can scale. What we do from a content creation perspective and what entrepreneurs do from a business perspective, you can only do so much and you can only do so much by yourself. But if you can automate as many of those processes, kind of like you're looking at doing with Consulto, that allows you to be more strategic in your business. That allows you to reach more customers, more clients, book more events, have more sessions, all those X, Y's, and Z's. So,
Well, I just look at it as it's more professional. That's the way I look at it. I don't really want to go into Consulto just yet because I'm not there yet. But
is, it,
I'll let her have that one.
is that what it is? A little hidden
Yeah,
meaning behind this
yeah,
comment here.
yeah,
Okay.
yeah. I'm gonna
I'll
let her
put you
have
out
that.
there. It's all good.
Yeah, and then you put it on the screen to let her
I
feel good too. Yeah, I got it.
I did. So
Yeah,
make sure
it's all good.
you make so that being said, make sure you like and make sure you subscribe and all that because I'm putting these comments on the screen. I love it. Smile, brother. This is now going to be your segment. We're going to talk about what you're doing with the television technology.
Digital Growth Hacks Club. Check this right here. You supposed to hit the button.
Ooh.
You said talk about it. I thought you were gonna hit the promo.
Oh
See, I
my
said
God.
it all. You see, you messing up. Digital
No,
growth
when
hacks.
you come out of the corner there talking about digital hacks, I put her comment up. Bye.
Hey everybody, this show that James just messed up on will be on Roku and Amazon Fire. Check it out, TBE Media. Just search for it.
This show that James just messed up on is going to be on Roku.
Yeah.
I'm bringing the entertainment, enlightenment, and
And the foolery.
information, and the foolery.
So everybody, if you don't know, Tallboy has a Roku and an Amazon Fire channel,
He talks to
and
himself
we
in
have
third
the.
person too. I love that.
If you would like to check out this show or any other previous tech shows, feel free to go to TBE Media on Amazon Fire or on Roku.
Mm.
I also have an R&B show that I produce, and also a cooking show where you can learn how to make meals in under an hour. I'm waiting on Hit the Spot 1006 to
Uh-oh.
figure out when the next meal is going to come, but I'm promoting it, so I'm doing the best that I can. If you guys would like something entertaining and you're bored and there's nothing on TV, why don't you turn on that Roku, turn on that Amazon Fire Stick, and search TBE Media. You'll find it. And if you're a content creator and you're looking to just find an extra place, if you want to be on TV and say, "Hey mom, hey dad, I'm on TV," just like I did, come holler at me. Tallboy at tallboy.us. I got you.
All right, I'm just gonna say don't get hit in the head with a frying pan by talking about Hit the Spot, because I know that he's not too far away. So I'm just gonna say,
All right, all right, all right.
take care of yourself.
My sound effects are better.
They are.
Gotcha.
Yeah. We got one more story we want to get into, and it's not a great story, but it is a story.
So we can skip it?
We can't skip it because it's news, right? It is relevant news. We can't skip it, and I know you don't like Apple, and this is an unfortunate thing that hopefully is temporary. You can read it from the headlines there. Apple restricts third-party access to the iPhone 13 Pro's 120 Hertz ProMotion display. I'm not going to read through the entire story. I'm just going to tell you that this is unfortunate because what they're doing, only Apple's core applications, apps that have been developed by Apple themselves as of right now, can take advantage of that 120 Hertz display that a lot of us, my son included, because he was ready to go Android, but wanted that faster refresh screen. And for a lot of the apps today that folks are utilizing, look, we don't use all of the Apple app ecosystem. We use all the other stuff. And we can't take advantage of the 120 Hertz display as of yet. Again, hopefully that's temporary. Hopefully they're going to roll that out as iOS 15 becomes more... No, I don't even know where I'm going. I was going to say it becomes more stable. It's not that. I'm just going to say as external app developers rewrite or recode and update their code and their applications for iOS 15. Yeah, that's what I want to say. As external developers update their code for iOS 15, then they will hopefully turn on the capability and the functionality for taking advantage of the 120 Hertz screen. But only today, out of the box, today when you go buy the iPhone 13, only Safari, Mail, Notes, all of the apps that come by default on your phone will have the 120 Hertz refresh rate. So that's unfortunate. It's kind of sleight of hand. We wish we had known that or expected that or assumed that, but no one really would have expected that. And I can guarantee you that a lot of people bought the 13 instead of a Samsung or instead of an old school LG or instead of a Pixel, because we saw that 120 Hertz refresh rate and thought this was finally Apple catching up and doing what they need to do. So we'll see. Yeah, a little shady. For sure.
They sold you a bad dream. So basically, you guys are stuck with 60 Hertz for anything like if you're playing games or if you're downloading other apps outside of your Safari use or your Mail use. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, anything that's not developed by Apple, that doesn't come stock on the iPhone. Again, like the Safari web browser, Mail, Calendar, Notes, stuff like that, Maps. In any of the other applications that you download that you get from a third party developer, 60 Hertz right now.
So what did you learn? I know you're not going to come over, but did your son learn anything? Because I know he probably was like, I think I'm going to go with.
He's not happy, right? And again, I think everyone who was on the fence and thinking that, do I go with one of those Samsung foldables or do I go with a Pixel because they do everything that they wanted to do and it had just that banging screen, and then Apple came out and said we got one too, and then they don't really deliver it or they're going to launch it later. That's a hit in the gut, So again,
Yeah.
hopefully it's only temporary, but
Well, the good thing is you didn't spend a lot of money because remember the phone started out at $5.99 and it went to what
well,
$9.99 or $11.99.
no, well, I went pro and I got the bigger capacity. So I paid a little bit.
Telling you,
I paid a
I
little
told
bit.
you to wait. I told you to wait. So I said wait till all of the product offerings come out and then you can make your respective decision. But I mean, I know you're in the Apple ecosystem, so you're not you're a diehard Apple.
Mhm.
There's nothing that I can say to get you to think otherwise. But for your son or anybody else, Microsoft just released theirs,
Yeah,
Samsung released theirs,
yeah,
Apple released theirs, but we're still waiting on Google Pixel. We're still waiting to see what Xiaomi's going to do. So I
yeah.
mean, you should wait. I mean, and at the end of the day, if Apple is the best thing, but I get it. We all want that new, and when that new come out, you gotta have it. You
Gotta
want to
have
be the
it.
first one in your community to say that you had it. So
Yeah.
I understand, but I just think that you should have waited. Um, do I feel sorry for you? No, I don't,
Mm.
because you went out and stuck
Well, neither
stayed
do
with
I.
the Apple.
No, I don't feel sorry for myself either. But and this is outside of norm. I don't think no one would have expected that something like this would have happened.
Apple
It,
sold y'all on family, and we're here for y'all. And then now they didn't. Now they came out and they were not upfront and honest. Now they just said it has a 120 hertz, but they didn't say it's only for our apps, and they didn't even put it in the fine print.
was
So
not.
that's why
Yeah.
I'm saying, do I feel sorry for you? No, I don't, because I told you to wait. People like James, he does beta when the beta hits on the
Yeah.
first day.
Yeah. No, it's
But
true.
everybody does not
Yeah.
understand what beta is. So with that being said, James can come on to the screen, come on to the show and tell you, hey, these are problems that we're seeing. And now
Hmm.
that this is being released, maybe you can wait 6 months. Maybe you did not have to jump out of that old plan. I still love my LG V60 with my dual screen. And it's a 60 hertz refresh rate. I'm not dying over this phone right now. I got the two screens that's in my case, and I don't know where my case is right now. But it's two screens. So if there's not another foldable that's in my price point, then I'm going to stick with this. There's going to be another foldable that's going to come out in 2022. It may be September, it may be, around the next holiday season, but is my phone dying? Is my battery dying? No, it's not. So I know I want the Samsung Fold, but I'm not paying $18.99, $1,900 for a phone. I'm not doing that.
Yeah.
So no, that phone is out. But let me see if Google Pixel is going to come out with a fold. Is Xiaomi going to come out with a fold?
Mm.
If they're going to come out with a fold, well, what's their price point? Is it something that I can afford? Is it something within my budget? Is it something that's doable? What makes it so different from the LG V60? Now I know I have to eventually come out of that LG V60, but hit the spot's going to have to come out that LG V50. But we know that. But let's see what the product offerings are, and let's let the kinks get out, and go from there. Now there's people like me and people like James who have to have it when it first comes out, and we get stuck with the short end of the stick because we were early adopters, or the first generation
Hmm.
of that version of that phone. But we understand the risks that come with it. For the people
Exactly.
who said, "Oh, it's that 120 hertz screen," and this is my rant, and I'm done. The people that came out with it thinking that, well, you got bamboozled,
Mm,
and it
mm,
is what
mm.
it is.
Got bamboozled. I'm
I had a
trying.
rant, you didn't. Look
I,
at look,
I
look how the tables turn.
I love it, man. And it was about Apple of all things, for you to
Now I
go into
supported y'all
detail
for
about.
the Apple event. I,
Yeah.
I I supported the Apple event. I was very positive towards this Apple
Mhm.
event that you guys had, and you guys know I'm not Team Apple. Now I do think that that's a low shot that they did to you. They sold you a bag of goods. Now I really think that y'all should look at some of these Android phones, because there's some very good phells out here. I even thought about going over to Apple, but now that I know that they throwing low blows to y'all, there's no way HELL that I'm coming over there to Apple.
You ain't coming over, right? You dropping the bombs on them, huh? You're not coming nowhere
So,
near it. It's all
so
good.
best wishes to all y'all that got it. Hopefully they will release it at a later time and date. And enjoy your shiny toy right now, and just be glad that you got your four camera screens. I mean your four cameras. The cinematic view is great.
Cinematic view, yeah. The capabilities that we have out of the gate are good, but we are. It's the FOMO. It's the fear of missing out because we were told we would have chocolate
But
cake.
you wouldn't have missed out.
Yeah.
But you wouldn't have missed out. I mean, honestly, it's not like the phone came out. Let's just be honest.
Yeah.
It's not like the phone would have came out and then you would have never been able to get this phone again. It just released.
Mhm.
I was just in T-Mobile yesterday and they were sitting there doing a reset and they were lining up all the iPhones all sleek on the main wall. And then they had the iPhone Pro Max over here on the side, right next to all the other iPhone 12s. And then here's the iPhone 13. Come on now. And then they're going to sell you that because they want the commission. I get it.
Need to get somebody that works at one of these stores
I
to
won't
come
be on this show next week. I don't know if James is, because I'll be on the West Coast. All right. So if I highly doubt that I will be on this show next week. But if James chooses to have the show, maybe somebody will be willing to be a guest co-host. If not, well, shoot us an email if you would like to be a guest co-host.
Yeah.
The labtechshow@gmail.com. The labtechshow@gmail.com. If you would like to be a guest co-host and talk tech news with James. I'll be on the West Coast, so I may not be available, but maybe James may want to have a conversation with you and y'all can talk tech news with James. If not, we'll catch y'all I'll catch you in 2 weeks. But James,
you never know. You never know. I'm always on the go, so we'll see. But yeah, that's a good reach out there right there. If anyone wants to chop it up next week, who knows? I might do a show, might not. We might just take the week off and let you enjoy your vacation, and then I'll do.
It ain't no vacation. It's a birthday celebration.
We gonna go before you get in trouble. Shouts out to y'all. Be good to yourself. This the lab, and you know what? We out.